Days after the Minister of Finance announced the first step of debt restructuring aimed at bringing the country's debt to sustainable levels, about 10 groups have officially expressed opposition to the policy direction. Amidst concerns of inadequate consultations, the groups also believe the debt exchange will negatively affect their members. Majority of the opposers are labor unions. These include the Trades Union Congress, the University Teachers Association of Ghana, the Ghana National Association of Teachers, and the Ghana Mines Workers Union. For these unions, the news came to them as a surprise.
UTAG, we have a lot of workers who have also invested in pensions, and some are going to work for like 30 years, and by the time they are going on pension, they expect that they are going to live a decent life based upon their contributions. So it's a shock that the pensions are going to be affected in one way or the other, especially we are talking about the GOS, we are talking about the tier 2 and then the tier 3. And once this is touched, in one way or the other, it's directly affecting our members. And we are saying that we are not happy.
The government has, however, indicated that the opposition is coming from groups who were not the primary target of the consultations since they are beneficiaries of the investment. The groups are, however, not in tune with this explanation. They contend that their members will be affected regardless of how government processes the debt exchange.
Look at what is happening, 35% per year. Are we going to sit down for this to happen in this country? 35% per year. How much is the salary? And if you take the 35%, how much will remain for you to take care of your family? Are we going to sit down, my brothers and sisters? Are you going to sit down for your pensions to be haircut? It should never happen. And I have said it in whole, we released a statement on Monday that there's no way we will sit down for that haircut to happen to our pensions. If they have any exemptions, if they have any haircuts, the ministers, the president, and whoever's head must be cut first before they will bring it to us. So, if Ghana want to make savings, they must start from their home. Yes. Why can't the government reduce his ministers and save costs? Why can't they spend something meaningful in saving costs for Ghanaians?
When the government was borrowing left, right, and center, purporting to invest in non-existent projects, I'm pretty sure the government knew that the debt was reaching unsustainable levels. The Ghana Mine Workers Union, in one voice with the TUC and all its affiliates, wants to restate our position, and we state this position without any fear of contradiction, that we will do everything in our power to ensure that our members are fully protected and that not even a peso of pension funds is lost in the debt restructuring program.
The government has, however, assured that efforts are being put in place to safeguard the investments of Ghanaians. According to the government, a financial sector stability fund of 15 billion Ghana cedis is to be set aside to make funds available to the participating institutions to serve the needs of their clients. The governing New Patriotic Party has expressed confidence in the strategy.
We want to reassure the people of Ghana that we have done it before. We have run in to protect deposit of people. We will surely protect the bonds and the maturity days that when it comes, government reassures the public confidence that we will provide and make sure everybody will have his share of his bond investment.
Meanwhile, the unions want any instrument holding their investments to be excluded from the debt exchange program.
Apart from the pensions I've talked about, I know that most of the public universities also, they have credit unions. And again, these are huge sums that people contribute. And I know that some may have also invested in these bonds. So whether it's pensions or whether it is the credit unions, they in one way or the other are going to be affected. And that's why we are so much concerned, and that's why we've issued this statement. UTAG, we are saying that our members should not be made worse off, and that the pensions of our members should not be touched, and most importantly also the contributions from the credit unions should also not be touched.
The New Patriotic Party, whose government is championing the debt exchange program, says the move is the best for investors at this moment.
It is a global crisis that has affected every facet of business transactions in the world, including Ghana. So government says that, yes, bonds that we have, people that are holding bonds, you are likely to be affected because of the value of bonds that exist in this current situation. Government says that instead of you going in for a haircut where you will go and get less than your bond value, government comes in with a debt exchange program to be able to trade off that debt and work on it to mature it over a period of time to return such value of bond to you, including interest after the period that the government has stipulated.
Certainly, the government will have to do more to get the buy-in of stakeholders in this debt exchange program. Reporting for Citi News, Hansen Ajeman.